When America's most respected talk show legend steps back into the spotlight, it's not for laughs, it's for something much bigger: the survival of free speech itself. David Letterman, the man who defined late-night television, sent shockwaves across Hollywood, calling out what he described as managed media and defending his successor, Jimmy Kimmel, in a way that reminded everyone why he's still the conscience of comedy. It all started when Jimmy Kimmel was briefly suspended by his network after making a sharp comment criticizing the government's response to the death of a conservative activist. In a media landscape already divided and cautious, that move sparked outrage. But it was Letterman's voice, the retired king of late night, that cut through the noise. At the Atlantic Festival, Letterman didn't hold back. He said, quote, "We see where this is all going. It's managed media. You can't go around firing somebody because you're fearful or trying to suck up to an authoritarian criminal administration in the Oval Office." In a single moment, the man who had once ruled comedy now sounded like its last defender. Letterman's words hit deeper than a political jab. He wasn't just defending Kimmel, he was defending the very idea that comedy can speak truth to power. For over 30 years, he'd poked fun at presidents from Reagan to Obama, yet never once felt pressure from the White House. Now he saw a new danger: networks silencing voices not because of law, but because of fear. Corporate fear, political fear, fear of backlash. When networks start muzzling criticism under the guise of corporate policy, Letterman warned, that's when democracy starts to crack. He called Kimmel, Stephen Colbert, Seth Meyers, and Saturday Night Live the defenders of democracy, entertainers who keep the government accountable through laughter. For Letterman, this wasn't just talk. He's lived it. Back in 2014, after decades behind the desk, he announced his retirement from The Late Show, signing off for the last time on May 20th, 2015. 32 years, more than 6,000 episodes, and one unforgettable goodbye that featured everyone from Bill Clinton to Barack Obama. His reason? Exhaustion, not surrender. He said doing comedy every night, night after night, drained him, but the conversations, the honesty, that's what he missed the most. And even in retirement, he never stopped talking. His Netflix series, My Next Guest Needs No Introduction, became a new kind of stage. Quieter, deeper, but just as fearless. Now at 78, Letterman's voice carries even more weight. When he says the media is becoming managed, he's not joking, he's warning. Because to him, late night isn't just entertainment, it's a cultural checkpoint, a place where comedy meets conscience. And when those voices get silenced, America loses more than a joke. It loses its mirror. In his words, if you take away satire because you're afraid, you take away democracy itself. So the next time you see Jimmy Kimmel take a risk, or Colbert hit a nerve, or SNL mock the powerful, remember, they're not just chasing laughs. They're carrying a torch that David Letterman lit decades ago. A torch that says, in a democracy, even laughter is an act of resistance.